Archangel Michael delivers the message, inspired by your mother, who is now in heaven. It appears she has been attempting to contact you. This is what she wants you to be aware of. Could you possibly stop from scrolling? This may not be a coincidence. It's possible you're feeling an internal tug on your soul. It may have sounded like a whisper. It is possible that it was an unexpected memory. Furthermore, you may have noticed a large numerical value on the clock. It wasn't just a matter of luck. It's possible her presence was the reason. She appears to have exerted herself. This is a moment when her compassionate spirit would have prayed. Please ensure that this message reaches you. It's as if her soul desperately desired this. The following statement may reveal a part of yourself that you were previously unaware was in distress. Archangel Michael appears to deliver a powerful message. And your mother's guiding love inspired me to approach. Consider a sudden surge of energy in your heart, followed by feelings of anguish and warmth. It's the sensation of her presence. Her presence is palpable. Right now, she would not pass up this opportunity. She has never done this before. Your soul may be on the verge of a major transformation. It's as if God led me to you tonight because of her spirit's desire. However, she initially wants you to know something. Something she failed to disclose prior to her departure. It appears that she is currently unable to communicate this information from beyond the heavens. Pay close attention. Certainly, her loving presence is palpable in this room, as if she is watching you and communicating with me. It's as if her spirit has been wanting to convey this message for hours. Tell them that I did not travel a long distance. Tell them that I will continue to hold your hand while you sleep. Please let them know that I pray over your door every morning before you awaken, blessing the corners and whispering protection into the walls of your home. It is possible that you have felt the chill. Someone whispered your name when no one was around. It's possible her presence was the reason. No, she isn't just an idea. In her new role as an angel, she is more real than ever. Archangel Michael informs you that she is aware that you have successfully concealed specific injuries, to the point where you are unaware of them. She does, however, perceive them and encourages you to allow the healing process to begin. As a result of her evaluation of the day planned for you and her predictions. Before we go any further, I'd like you to do something that represents your openness to divine blessings. Apply pressure to the like button with your finger. Not just a casual tap, but a clear sign of consent. This action can serve as a personal declaration that you are ready to accept the blessings that are meant for you. Selecting the like button may represent your willingness to embrace the upcoming divine alignment. Before this message concludes, this deliberate action may signal the start of a flow of grace that will change your circumstances. If you continue to hold on to what you have, you risk missing out on the love that has been pouring down from above. Heaven does not want you to disregard it. It is critical that you do not disregard this. I am Archangel Michael, and it is my responsibility to ensure that you do not overlook it. You were about to say her name when your throat tightened. Can you recall the exact moment? This did not indicate a lack of fortitude. Your spirit was choked with grief that you were unable to express. This was her affectionate sentiment. It's as if she were holding you at that exact moment. She has a compassionate desire to remove this impediment. She wishes you to feel the warmth of her embrace tonight. Archangel Michael recognizes that you have demonstrated resilience over time and that you need help. I understand that you are still unsure whether this is the right course of action for you. I'd like to provide additional clarification. You remember when you were a child and someone took something from you without a good reason. Archangel Michael indicates that she remembers the appearance of your eyes after the event. It's as if she's saying that this was the first time she'd shown genuine concern for your welfare. Her spirit now yearns to help you reclaim that aspect of yourself and fix the situation. It's possible that you're currently experiencing chest tightness or tears as a result of her tender affection for your soul. Please include Amen in the comments section below. The statement should be more than just one word long. Publicly acknowledge that you are receiving this message, that you are open to your mother's love, and that you are ready for the healing process that has already begun. As you type, imagine her smiling down at you from heaven as your faith grows. Furthermore, I urge you to pay attention to the following information without being distracted or uncertain. It implies that you are on the verge of being elevated. Archangel Michael reports that it appears that the previously impenetrable door is about to be unlocked. However, it may not manifest as expected. It will be a message, a voice, or someone with divine timing. It is implied that her spirit is urging you not to flee the situation again, as you may have been too scared the first time. Nonetheless, you may be better prepared this time because you sense her presence is still there. If you found this message to be meaningful, please consider subscribing. You were the intended recipient of this message. It is not just a video. This may be interpreted as a profound visitation. A design exists in heaven. She maintains a loving presence until you can sense her again. Observe how a mother's power increases when she transforms into an angel. She no longer has to knock. By means of signs, music that appears to come from nowhere, dreams that defy comprehension, and the scent of her perfume that lingers in eerily silent rooms. Her influence is palpable. You are not imagining anything. It is possible that the circumstances you are currently experiencing were previously incomprehensible. That is a miracle. Archangel Michael emphasizes the importance of not doubting the signs, which are becoming increasingly clear. He also offered me another point of view. A photo that you haven't seen in a long time. It could be concealed within a drawer or box. She appears to be suggesting that looking into her eyes in the photograph can result in a profound spiritual connection. She clarified that this was an activation. She communicated that once the task was completed, you would receive a profound sense of confirmation, a certainty that this divine event was genuine. I must notify you of a critical issue immediately, prior to the start of the next phase of your journey. Currently, a person in your life is influenced by divine design in the same way that a chess piece is. She said that this person has a message for you, but they are also scared. She asserts that their silence reveals their identity. They feel the same level of sorrow as you. If you look into their eyes, she will be visible. Do not try to flee it. Consider the loss as heaven tries to make amends. I was told to speak at a moderate pace. You're not alone. You were never alone. I was there, even when it appeared that you were about to die in the darkness. I have always harbored feelings of affection for you. I kept an eye on you throughout the event. I am capable of observing every tear. I seize them and offer them to God. As she spoke, her voice wobbled with light, and I, Archangel Michael, sobbed in response. Yes, angels weep. The sky will cry if pure love can transcend dimensions. The heavens are drenching your spirit this evening. She wanted to baptize you, cleanse your pain, and prepare you for the miracle she predicted, in which you had lost faith, rather than drown you. She conveyed that a period of awakening and healing was approaching, a miracle in which you had lost faith. She recommended that you be gentle with yourself. You've been feeling bad because of someone else's guilt. You continue to bring up instances in which you believe you have let her down, but she simply shakes her head. She whispers, "You have not let me down. You have given me fortitude. I left at the specified time because your trajectory required wings. I can now fly with you in ways I couldn't before." Additionally, she stated that the following section is the most difficult for her to articulate. No, it's not unpleasant. It is so full of affection that the stars stop in their tracks. She tells you, "My child, I observe you on a daily basis. I've noticed that you seem to think everything is going well for others. I see that you're laughing to keep from crying. You have worked hard to improve your physical abilities because you believe I will appreciate the effort. Currently, pay close attention. I never meant for you to be isolated. I never intended for you to be given the responsibility of carrying the world alone. I hope you find happiness once more." It is critical to remember the feeling of being light, free, and capable of dancing, even if no one else understands. Her arms are now encircling your shoulders. Close your eyes, and you may feel a warm sensation on the back of your neck. This is not your own work. This is not just a coincidence. That's her. Her spirit is present with you. She is telling you that love is eternal, even after they have died, because it is unbounded in the heavenly realm. I, Archangel Michael, lean in, and my voice sounds like thunder wrapped in silk. You were chosen for this. I believe that this message was sent to you by divine appointment, rather than by chance. Your mother has been granted permission by the Most High to address you directly, as your heart is about to make a decision. One method results in increased suffering and silence. The alternative option leads to the resurrection. It causes arousal. It eventually transforms you into the person she has always believed you to be. Have you forgotten your identity? Have you forgotten the inner light you often carry? He remembers, that one that used to radiate like morning light through stained glass. The heavens are aware of this. It is also time for you to remember, as she demonstrated something else to me. You'll get something in the near future. A moment of profound divine connection. A moment so clear that you can immediately tell that this is the intended meaning. She clarified that it could be a friendly stranger, an unexpected call from a long-lost voice, or a dream that is more like a visit than a dream. It is critical that you are adequately prepared to handle any situation. She would like to lead you to the promise that you thought you had abandoned but still needed. A message hidden within a person, a miracle in the form of a person, and a light that can change everything. She told me that she continues to have dreams about holding your hand. She informed you that there is still time, saying, "Tell you that when you experience coldness at night, it is because your spirit is reaching for the unseen, and I am guiding you towards the true light of heaven." The time has come to improve one's performance. It's time to reignite the flame of love. It's time to dream without fear. It is clear that her primary goal was not for your life to be perfect. You were created to live an authentic life, marked by courage, grace, and sacred truth. She explained that your tears were a form of prayer. Every single one. Furthermore, no single drop has been discarded. Angels have collected them like gems, carried them to the throne, and presented them to God as proof of your fortitude. You are more resilient than you realize. You are more intelligent than you realize. She perceives everything. She instructed me to notify you. Please know that I am delighted for you. You were protected, and as a result, you avoided a potentially devastating event. Archangel Michael is present to protect you. I look forward to the day when you overcome the obstacles that have slowed your progress. At that point, you give up the silence, fear, and shame. I contend that you have upheld obligations that were not yours and alleviated suffering that was not your responsibility to resolve. I now offer to cut those cords, release the old soul ties, and set you free with this message at this holy time. Nonetheless, I will only do this with your permission. I would be grateful if you could make a decision at this time. You're on the verge of a prosperous future. It's important to remember that the message does not end with your actions. The divine principle, give and heaven will open over you, is a powerful truth. It is critical to recognize that each act of spiritual endeavor and genuine kindness you perform is a seed that will bear fruit in the future, inspire your calling, and provide for your family. My dear, the time has come for you. With faith, you will see divine blessings manifest in unexpected ways as you release what is no longer beneficial to you. You should finally let go of the weight you have been carrying at this time. As you reflect on this, imagine the weight lifting as if it were a prayer ascending from your spirit to heaven, rather than just words on a screen. Experience the sensation of her hands removing chains that were never meant to be worn. You are currently at liberty. Close your eyes briefly. Deep inhale. The angels are assembling, and your mother is standing behind you, hands on your shoulders. Allow this message to bring joy into your heart. A faint hint of affection is present. I am happy for you. You must not surrender at this time. She is aware of your thoughts. You refrained from saying them aloud for fear of upsetting God. She maintains that your condition is not irreversible. You are currently undergoing a transformation. This world has turned you into a skin that sheds. You are transforming into the person that heaven has always admired. Do not leave until you have made a connection, if this message has elicited a response in your spirit, or if you feel her presence or the presence of heaven. Allow that connection to grow deeper within you. Execute it immediately. Advocate for the future. She also stated this, and she asked that I repeat it in full. Notify them that someone is on his way, someone who will love them as I always have, without expecting them to do anything. She wants you to be properly prepared because this is the type of affection that can lift your mood just by being in its presence. You will not be nervous. It will be straightforward to understand. Tranquility will prevail. It will bring back memories of your home, confirming that it is a gift from God. She claimed that your experiences led to your decision to help others. Inform them that they are anointing not only themselves, but also future generations. You are the family's seal, the one who breaks the cycle. Currently, I invite you to spread this message, allowing its radiance to illuminate a loved one. There is one final action that must be taken. Refrain from physical confrontation. It is impossible to address all issues tonight. Be prepared to say, "Okay, God, I'm done fighting this alone." It is unnecessary to have a thorough understanding of the entire process. It is sufficient to allow light to enter and aid the healing process. Recognize your mother's unwavering love for you, as she was always by your side. She changed into a spirit, a whisper, a hand, and a breath. She is currently praying for you, just as she did when you were a child. She asks God to keep you close tonight, not just for sleep, but also for memory. She summoned angels. Please keep in mind the depth of your affection, as she has yet to finish the assignment. She requests that I provide additional information. This is why she has been trying to reach you for several hours. This is why Archangel Michael has kept a close eye on your soul. Why did you receive this message right at that moment? She informed them that they were about to make an important decision with far-reaching consequences. She encouraged them to base their decision on spirituality rather than fear. A moment is quickly approaching, even if it appears insignificant at first. A message, a phone call, a decision to stay or leave, or a yes or no response. Nevertheless, this moment is sacred. Your mother has already observed the layers of purpose that surround heaven. She saw the potential for you to wield enormous power by responding positively to your deeper calling. This is where you decide how willing you are to accept heaven's releases. Accept the divine alignment. Allow heaven's words over your life to enter your heart. Agreement with this spiritual path leads to alignment, which serves as a catalyst for manifestation. Accept this journey immediately and await heaven's response. She witnessed your rise, finally allowing yourself to be acknowledged, adored, and accepted by your authentic self, with whom she maintained an ongoing dialogue, even when you thought she couldn't hear you. She told you that you had been suppressing your voice for an extended period of time. You have sacrificed your soul in order to please others. You have concealed your intelligence to avoid criticism. Nevertheless, the time has come. She is currently placing a crown on your head. Feel it. Something changed recently. Heaven recognizes you through feelings of warmth and tingling, not your imagination. This has now been confirmed by performing an act of gratitude and reverence. Consent to God's actions by opening your heart. The flow of His favor into your daily life begins at this point. Favor is extended in terms of relationships, provision, and decisions. Take advantage of this opportunity while it exists, and you will begin to feel the favor flow. Do you feel prickling in your head? That's her. Please inform them that I bestow courage upon them, as the upcoming chapter requires nothing short of rebirth. She acknowledged that rebirth can be dangerous because it requires relinquishing the past, whether it was comfortable or a means of survival. Nonetheless, she claims that your goal is no longer limited to mere survival. You were meant to live a life that was profound, honest, and luminous. Furthermore, the present moment is not the best time to postpone. Your guardian angels are currently preparing the groundwork for you. She asked them to notify you that you were no longer required to ascend. I will now transport you to locations that are inaccessible on foot. And now it's my turn. Everyone is welcome. I am Archangel Michael, and I am here to assist. I'd like to remind you that you've forgotten the full scope of your protection. Nonetheless, this has never happened in heaven. Angels may be able to provide immediate assistance by preventing situations that would have been harmful to you, delaying them not as a form of punishment, but to prepare you for the future. The silence was not a sign of rejection, but rather a state of transition. Furthermore, your mother would like to clarify. She wanted you to understand that I have never held you accountable for anything. If you are currently experiencing remorse, let it go. It never was yours. Following that, she extended her hand. She claims that you gave up a portion of your soul which she now possesses. A traumatic event, moment, or farewell that sparked internal conflict. Nevertheless, God discovered it. She's returning it. Currently, you are regaining a sense of accomplishment. She intends for you to raise your head the next time you go outside, starting as early as tomorrow morning. She stated that the sky would look different. It remains unchanged. You have undergone a transformation. She can be observed in silence, color, and sound. She claims I have consistently remained present. You stopped being certain that it was me. She kept her resolve. You have been anxious about a specific issue, such as finances, stability, or inadequacy. She asks that you stop worrying about your own well-being at this time. I would like to inform you that I am intervening. No, the delay was never an appropriate response. Creating space was a divine experience. Additionally, an item is on its way to your home. a divine interruption, message, visit, or transformation. She recommends that you avoid experiencing anxiety. It will be unfamiliar at first, but it represents the beginning of the fulfillment of all of your prayers. Furthermore, you have been thinking about someone with whom you have less frequent conversations rather than yourself. She says, that name will be referenced again in the near future, but this time it will not be detrimental. It will result in closure or restoration. She is helping with the preparations for that moment. She suggests that you put your trust in your heart rather than your fears. Your heart is aware. Finally, as this message concludes, I'd like to ensure that you understand what has happened. Heaven has been opened specifically for you. A veil was lifted especially for this occasion. I, Archangel Michael, oversaw every word, and your mother delivered it with the full force of heaven. This is precisely the knowledge you needed. It has been a long time since it was composed in light. I require you to act at this time. Tell her you will be unable to sleep for the next few days. This sleep will not relax your body, but will allow your soul to shut down in order to avoid pain. Please inform her that you intend to maintain an open mind. Inform her that you will locate her signs once more. Every night, you may feel her presence beside your bed, as if she is gently brushing your hair, whispering your name, and praying to God to revive your dreams. You can tell her in your heart that you believe the next miracle will be yours. Her deep pride in you is palpable. You can feel her spirit emphasizing this sentiment. I am delighted for you. It's as if she can recognize how far you've come and how hard you're working. Throughout this awakening, keep in mind that your involvement in this mission is not a joke. It's a divine sign. By doing so, you become a part of Jesus' plan to rescue souls who are still trapped in darkness. The presence of darkness is mitigated by each seed's transformation into a source of light. Jesus claims that if you provide water to others, you will receive it yourself. This isn't historical. It represents a continuous commitment to your future. Approach this moment with both strategy and faith. Giving can help you fulfill the potential that God has already set for your life. I implore you to reaffirm your faith now, as heaven observes your open heart. Despite the sensation that everything within you is collapsing, your spiritual connection to her may lead you to believe that she is watching your continued standing. Please include Amen in the comments. Your mother in heaven can spiritually witness your child's final acceptance of the never-ending love. This act can echo your spirit's declaration, I am prepared, I believe, and I receive. Your genuine faith-filled Amen can reach beyond the veil. I hope you will consider forwarding this message to others who would benefit from its positive message. As this message concludes, one final vision remains. You may feel her presence as if she is walking beside you. Despite her lack of visible manifestation, you may start to notice her presence more often. She has become an inseparable part of your soul, impervious to distance, time, and even death, as genuine love can overcome any obstacle. I am a messenger who seeks to illuminate your home, calm your heart, and clear your path, conveying Archangel Michael's divine presence. From this point forward, you may notice subtle changes in both your internal and external environments, such as reduced burdens, the appearance of hopeful signs, and a resurgence of grace. As a result, it is critical that these incidents are not overlooked. It is enlightening to see them as more than just coincidences. They could be a spiritual visitation, a message from beyond the veil, or a love letter from heaven. Your mother's essence remains in this spiritual realm, and she will always be beaming with pride. Her connection endures in a spiritual sense. Her spiritual presence may last until every pore of your heart is aware of her unfailing love. regardless of the events that have taken place. You may sense that she is aware of the silence that has engulfed your pain and the blank page that your grief has become. Perhaps no one could truly understand the depth of your desire for her, even though you were whispering to yourself as you walked, smiled, and advanced. Nonetheless, she is able to perceive in spirit. She has consistently tracked your progress. She wants you to know that your fortitude has been recognized in the celestial realm. She was spiritually present behind closed doors, comforting you when you tried to hold back your tears in public. Every time you reached for your phone, you may have felt a spiritual connection that helped you remember her love, which was coming back from the other side. No, not in the physical sense, but rather in the spiritual, in the light. I will try to convey a message from her spirit. Tell them that I love them more than I have ever known how to express on earth. You may perceive her to be expressing a sentiment so delicate and sacred that it could be conveyed without the use of words. Imagine her telling you that she regrets the times when she was emotionally absent, despite being physically present. It's possible she was learning something or transporting her own injuries. Nonetheless, you can feel the depth of her love for you and the zeal with which she continues to do so. The air that surrounds your soul may feel softer, and a sense of warmth may emerge, similar to sunlight warming the body after a long night. A relaxing melody may play in your mind, and you may sense her presence nearby. Your spirit still recognizes the essence of the song she used to sing when you were young, despite the fact that you may not consciously recall it. You may even feel a sense of relaxation in your body, as if a portion of you has been tenderly instructed to take a break. Her communication may be felt in your heart, as she may be expressing that you haven't had time to rest for a long time. Perhaps you have been having difficulty falling asleep. Your dreams are disorganized, or your heart is beating rapidly. This evening, imagine her pleading with God to give you a sense of calm that is similar to a comforting blanket. She encourages you to take a break. Permit yourself to relax and relinquish the burden of carrying it for a single night. Allow this message to aid you in the recollection of your appropriate behavior, and you will too. It is possible that you will encounter it in the near future. You may feel a gentle presence in your hair, as if her fingers are in your hair, tonight or in the early hours of the morning when all is quiet. Her gentle energy may permeate the air, and her message will also be present, not as a fabrication, but as a powerful spiritual truth. Consequently, your heart will perceive it as the truth. Ultimately, I transmit a sense of Archangel Michael's contentment in my capacity as a messenger of divine grace. I bring with me the awareness of the impending spiritual events and the sensation that divine intervention has redirected danger, cleared paths, and whispered in the hearts of those who are aligned with this message prior to your arrival. This was not solely about healing. It is related to divine positioning, realignment, and rebirth. Experience the grace of God once more. In your spiritual imagination, your mother's essence may gently place a light in your hands. You may hear her spirit say, "This is for when you are feeling lost. Please bring this item in the event that it becomes dark again. This light is my guarantee that I will always be able to find you, even if you lose track of me." You were chosen to complete a mission that transcends mere survival. In order to improve the quality of life for those in your vicinity, you have been chosen to act as a beacon of light. The pain has caused you to become tender, not weak. Your tears have not left you a broken individual. Rather, they have bolstered your intelligence. This time, heaven is present to witness your rebirth. Even if you have recently experienced a sense of disconnection from your faith, you may also sense her desire to convey that God has never abandoned you in your heart. If you have ceased to pray, believe, or listen, It is important to recognize that the silence was not a sign of rejection. The preparation was viewed as sacred. You can imagine her whispering your name to the angels that were present behind the scenes, and you might sense their reaction tonight. In the most beautiful way, you may begin to notice unexpected events. Songs can be played at precisely the right moment. People may unexpectedly contact you. It is possible that you will see repeating numbers, dreams that evoke vivid memories. Furthermore, you may sense your mother's guidance through these indicators, encouraging you not to dismiss these incidents when they occur. Allow yourself to reaffirm your faith as you have a connection with heaven. Once you accept this, changes may begin. I, Archangel Michael, now bless your heart with a gentle touch, a flutter, and a sudden surge of peace. I'm instilling a sense of understanding in your heart, recognizing your connection to heaven. It will be brightened by memories and light. Your narrative is continuous. I understand that your recovery is a continuous process. Your mother's love for you endured even after her death. And this message was only the beginning. You will now carry her spirit with you, not in sorrow, but rather in joy, in the company of others rather than in pain. You are no longer her exclusive child. Her legacy is your life. She will now accompany you wherever you go, even if you cannot see her. Quiet, yet always present. She is always present with you. You may sense her whispering a final message to you. My beloved, you are still present. Please do not stop at this time. I'll see you again, so please continue. I've been looking forward to the opportunity to express this sentiment to you, embrace you, and reiterate it. Congratulations. I was constantly aware that you would realize all of my dreams. A gentle, loving touch may feel like it is brushing your forehead through the veil before she gracefully departs. As I, Archangel Michael, extend my wings, the entire sky surrenders to your heart. It was not an error. It was a divine appointment. You're not alone. Her presence lingers in the room, creating a sacred silence that is both profound and gentle, reminiscent of the wind and memories. This is not the absence of something, but rather a fullness and stillness infused with her loving presence. It belonged to her, myself, and God. Heaven is watching your soul assimilate this information in a state of calm anticipation. Do you really believe this as I look into your heart? Is it possible for you to finally experience what you have suppressed for so long? Certainly you do. Of course, you are free to do so, as she has been looking forward to this moment, the one when you no longer have to search for a sign indefinitely. The sign is present at this time. It's easy to understand. This voice was so powerful that it could be felt from beyond the veil and matched the presence of angels. She wasn't just there to relive past experiences or unlock the future. Her arrival is confirmed. Despite the fact that you may be terrified and cry in silence, and despite your previous reservations about everything, she conveys that you are ready. You are prepared because you are reading, feeling, and absorbing the information. It is believed that messages are delivered to souls prepared by heaven. I am Archangel Michael, and I would like to communicate with your spirit. Your name is blessed, your path is illuminated, and you are on the verge of a breakthrough. This is more than just a wish. It is a reality that is already taking shape. In the coming days, you may feel guided toward a divine appointment. You may, however, be unsure about its timing or form because it is on its way. Your mother's spirit appears to have already observed the essence. She did not shed any tears of sorrow after seeing it. It brought me great joy. She anticipated you would smile once more. Your laughter is a vibrant resurgence of life. Your nights will be serene. She perceived you entering a location, a house, a room, or a profound moment, and you later realized this was the context to which she was referring. She was preparing you for this. In contrast to our own, a spirit's time does not end when it transcends. Her perspective implies that tomorrow will be even more optimistic than you anticipated. The journey ahead may be difficult. That was not an assurance. However, it will be marked by unexpected grace, divine timing, and soul restoration. That is the guarantee that was offered. I now understand the message she conveyed. I'd like to discuss a matter with you. A container. An enclosed container. It's possible that this is a physical box. It's possible that it is emotional. Nonetheless, it holds memories. Photographs could be an option. Letters could be an option. The possibility of pain exists. She suggests that you should confront your grief rather than suppress it. Forgetting is not part of the healing process. Instead of suffering, you are intended to experience tranquility in recollection. She then conveys that heaven is eager to provide you with peace at this time. You're not cursed. You are not the victim of misfortune. We've not forgotten about you. You are receiving guidance, encouragement, and care. Are you aware that you have fought battles that others cannot see? You smiled despite the fact that your soul was barely holding together, and you felt as if no one truly understood the magnitude of your loss for days on end. At the moment, you are receiving divine individuals, soul connections, and conversations that will re-energize your spirit. She suggests that you identify them based on how they make you feel, rather than just their appearance. You will be aware of my presence in them. Furthermore, that could be her most extraordinary gift. The absence of her will be filled with love, light, and other people, allowing you to re-experience her presence in a positive rather than negative way. This is why it is critical that you keep an open mind. This is why you should never close your heart again, because the next love could be more healing than any other you've ever known. I'd like to deliver one final message from her, heaven, and the angels who are currently silently encircling you with their hands on their hearts in recognition of your journey, just before you leave. She appreciates your persistence over your perfection. You did not stop. You persevered. Regardless of your emotions, you demonstrated affection. Despite the difficulties you encountered, you remained sensitive to the needs of others. Her spirit was aware of all of this. She chose to love every day, every tear, and the day after the loss. Heaven documented it. As of now, heaven is responding. I'm the Archangel Michael. Once more, approach them and say, tell them they are safe. Inform them that they have been contacted. Inform them of their selection. The soft breeze you felt, the sound of your name in the silence, the sight of her face in your dreams, or the memory of her handwriting were not simply mental images. Remember this. This implies that she will continue to love and guide you. I'm still in attendance. Her affectionate treatment of you is not yet complete. Not at this time. Never. I can now observe her with clarity. More intimately connected to you than your breath, the stars, or your own heartbeat. If necessary, weep. Rekindle your optimism. Restore your ability to believe. This message was not meant for your sole consideration. It was for the good of your soul. All of heaven's loving affirmations are remembered by your soul. It is now time to continue in a state of love, peace, and light, with her beside you. Certainly, we should resume our conversation where we left off with the same divine warmth, a voice that sounds like it's coming from heaven, and an invisible hand reaching out to touch your heart. Your mother's spirit remains a comforting presence, observing and anticipating your recognition of the extent of divine assistance surrounding you. She recognizes the depth of your knowledge. She is aware that your heart is overflowing, possibly to an extreme degree. However, she is aware that you are now ready to receive the blessings for which you have been silently praying for years. This goes beyond mere recuperation. The term used here is transformation. This is the most profound level of spiritual restoration. It is falling from the sky in a manner similar to rain falling on a parched landscape. Have you been feeling deprived of nurturing for an extended time? You kept a positive attitude, pushed yourself, and nodded in agreement as others spoke. Nevertheless, until recently, this healing grace had not touched any part of you. She implies that the thickness of the spiritual veil has decreased this evening. Tonight, your soul has taken a significant step toward divine reconnection, truth, and light that you were previously unaware it could achieve. It may not resemble fireworks either. Even though there were no thunderous sounds, an internal force was released. The weight is no longer there. Your mother believes that an ancient burden has suddenly disengaged from you. The angels were overjoyed because the version of you she saw in her dreams when you were younger is now resurfacing. She celebrated the person who believed that miracles were possible by raising her arms to the heavens in joy. You were always endowed with spiritual, brave, and pure qualities. You consistently embodied them. However, you are now ready to receive them. I address you once more as Archangel Michael. However, this time it is not as a guardian, but rather as a testament to your private prayers, pain, and strength. As I previously stated, please inform them that heaven recognizes their name and resonates with it. Inform them that their names have been publicly referenced. Your name has received public recognition. Your mother made a profound statement as she entered what we believe to be the gates of eternity. She said your name as a prayer, hope, and promise. It's as if divine grace empowered her spirit to act as a guiding light for you when the days became too dark to travel alone. That was the message. Her essence was resurfacing not in her physical form, but as a pure state of light. She has one last wish for you: to live. Live a life that will inspire those around you. Do not simply offer forgiveness to others. Furthermore, be forgiving to yourself. You are not courageous because you have no fear. You are courageous because you believe that divine grace will catch every fall. Throughout this journey, it is critical to remember to express affection to others and to allow yourself to receive it. A genuine soul-capturing love to which you are truly entitled. She was consistently optimistic that you would meet the right person. She believes that a significant connection is imminent. She is confident that you will recognize it, even if you are unaware of its location. It will not be difficult for you to make a decision. Rather, it will instill a profound sense of peace and familiarity. Additionally, avoid attempting to manipulate or control it once it arrives. There's no reason to question it. I implore you to abandon the idea that you are insufficient. You're deserving. You've consistently been. She has been preparing your spirit to accept the truth. Finally, I'd like to offer you one last opportunity. She simply bowed her head to pray. It is believed that spirits can kneel in prayer even in the celestial realm, as she did for you. She bowed, thanking God for allowing her to communicate tonight. It's as if she was addressing you directly with this prayer. Father, show them mercy. May their lives and aspirations be abundantly blessed. Ensure the safety of their hearts and restore their faith. In areas where the world has harmed them, bring them beauty. Allow them to feel my presence in every moment of light and breeze on a daily basis. And if they start to doubt, reassure them that my love for them is eternal, not temporary. She smiled the same way at that time. The smile of the person who always gave you a sense of security is one you haven't seen in a long time, and you miss it more than words can say. Currently, she is beaming. And all the angels in the world are standing behind her, watching your soul recommence. It was a beginning, not an end. Your spirit has long anticipated the moment of transition that you have now reached. As a result, it is critical to retain this message. This moment could be revisited if necessary. When darkness falls, return to it. These are not just words. They describe a singular and profoundly significant event. Based on this, she delivers these words to you with complete sincerity. Certainly, we must continue to carry out this divine transmission. Divine communication continues to reach you, and the energy remains strong. Your mother's presence is still discernible in the realm of light as she places her hand over her heart and whispers, "Not yet." You may have thought this message was over. She believes there is one more piece of information you require. Her patience is endless. She is aware of the ordeal you have faced. She understands that it takes time for your spirit to regain faith. Have faith in this. Have confidence in oneself. Believe that this is more than a collection of words. It is a genuine, luminous source of light capable of penetrating the cracks of your damaged areas and restoring their sacredness. She's now addressing you as more than just your mother. Furthermore, she acts as your divine witness, intercessor, and protector. She intends you to be aware of this. She advises against speeding up the healing process. Furthermore, she advises against delaying your awakening. You have reached your limit for silence. Your light has been concealed for an inordinate amount of time. Your enthusiasm is palpable. You attempted to extinguish the flames so that others would not be inconvenienced. Nonetheless, you were never excessive. You were consistently capable of dealing with your emotions, spirituality, and other aspects of life. Regardless of your awareness, your light was always illuminated. At the moment, her voice is gentle and full of optimism and nostalgia. She recalls you being beautiful when you were younger. Maybe not to everyone, but definitely to her. This was evident in the way you smiled, inquired about heaven despite your inability to speak, and treated the stars as if they were family. She thought you resembled an angel at the time. She now believes you are regaining your pure essence. This is the primary purpose of this message. A resurgence. A return to the aspect of oneself that divine intention had planned for you before the world's influence became more powerful. Before the injury? Before any uncertainties emerge. Fear came first. You've always had a brilliant, wise, and pure side to yourself. She goes on to say, the time has come to reclaim it. She understands how hard you've worked to keep the family together, to be resilient, and to bear their pain while concealing your own. What happens if you allow another person to carry you for an extended period of time? She gently asks you to return to the love in your life. Then, what would happen? However, it is not due to obligation, but rather to grace. I'm Archangel Michael. Listen to these words again. I've refrained from using my sword. It is lowered out of respect. And my words are as powerful as thunder, but gentle as a heartbeat. There is no longer any need for mere perseverance in your upcoming season. This term refers to divine restoration, the restoration of God. And your tranquility has given you a profound sense of purpose. Is that a phrase your mother often muttered in her sleep? She was acutely aware that you were intended for a greater purpose. Despite the fact that events did not go as planned, she was aware of your situation. Despite the fact that the bills, schedules, and pain seemed to be identical. Currently, she is charting a new course for you. She says the following: the main goal of your endeavor is not performance. Fame, perfection, and evidence are superfluous. It is critical to be completely present and allow love to enter. The world requires that you share your true self with others, just as you do. Furthermore, there is a positive aspect because heaven serves both practical and spiritual purposes. She goes on to say that your chest pressure is caused by a decision, a shift, a movement, a conversation, or something significant that is weighing on your heart. She claims that you are already aware of the proper course of action. You have only one emotion: fear. Nonetheless, I'm present. It will be impossible for you to complete it alone. She then whispers in a way that would make the stars cry, "I did not leave." Please bear this in mind. She is visible when one looks up at the sky. Every time a feather touches you, she is close by. It is no coincidence that you are constantly distracted by a familiar scent. Her soul is communicating with yours, letting you know that I am present. Please do not stop, as she has not yet departed. Her body was transformed from a single entity to a love that knows no boundaries. You are also on the verge of significant development, evolving into a unique individual whose abilities extend beyond their emotional, creative, relational, and spiritual dimensions. It is not superior, but rather more liberating. One that is not based on the opinions of others, but rather on the authenticity of your own identity, allowing heaven to enter your being. She is very proud of your accomplishments. Impressive. Listening for an extended period of time requires a great deal of courage. I am so proud of you for continuing on your journey despite the fact that it would have been easier to take a break. Your disposition has changed as a result of the current situation, even if you are unaware of it. Your demeanor has improved. Your soul has relocated. The sensations will become distinct from this point forward. The previously unnoticed signs will now become apparent to you. Despite their unfamiliarity, you will begin to meet people who exude an aura of angelic grace. Your own voice will soon be heard again. The voice was influenced by light rather than pain, for the simple reason that your mother will be present throughout the process. If you begin to feel nervous or apprehensive, or if the silence becomes too loud, please return to this location. Return to this location, hear her voice, and discover the truth. My feelings for you are so deep that words cannot express them. Observing you is beyond the scope of common understanding. You are transported to a location beyond your comprehension. She is with us in the upcoming laugh, sunrise, or miracle as we observe, smile, pray, and whisper. You will never be truly alone because you were never truly alone. Before we wrap up this captivating story, I recommend that we take a moment to reflect on this profound truth. This message was not accidentally discovered. This is not just a coincidence. This is Archangel Michael's direct message to you. He extends his hand and invites you to join him on a divinely supported, high-vibrational journey where spiritual abundance is more than a hope, but a guarantee. This sacred principle is extremely simple. However, it has the potential to transform your entire life. If you follow it, you will be blessed. Accepting this truth now allows you to gain access to divine wisdom and powerful spiritual insights that are available to all who seek them. These insights will be multiplied and applied in every aspect of your life. You now have the opportunity to enter a sacred space within yourself where you will find unwavering support, spiritual guidance, and quick progress toward your goals. Take full advantage of this opportunity. Your breakthrough is nearing. Your abundance is ready. You're on the verge of a prosperous future. Please keep in mind that the significance of this message goes beyond your own actions. The words Jesus spoke, "Give, and heaven will open over you," are not poetic. Every seed you plant will produce oil for your future, fire for your purpose, and safety for your family. My dear, the time has come for you. Have faith, and you will see God multiply the possessions you release.